Hey, what's going on, World Wide Web? This is James, this is Drawing Customers, and today we're going to take on the challenge of Drywall Company. But before I do, if you'd like, I'm offering a free 5-day video course to help you increase your revenues by 20% as well as reduce your workload by 20 hours per week. Simply click the link below or visit drawincustomers.com. You know, we were doing some research. We came across this guy who's got a drywall company, and we said, hey man, how's business? And he said the typical, you know, it's not that great, you know, recession, economy, employees, we're just not getting the people coming to see us that need some work done. It seems like construction industry is just it's permanently down. And you know, talking to this dude, it was kind of a downer, so that sucked. But I said, dude, you know what? I'm gonna see what I can do to pick you up. So we had a little laptop and we fired up. We just said a drywall wherever you are located, right? And we fired up. What do we see? Terrible things. Terrible things. Not only with this dude and his business, but with other companies. Almost universally. Painting, drywall, all that jazz. They were terrible. If the companies even had a website, it was terrible. It was gross. It said nothing. Some of them even had like deer hunting and pictures of rusty trucks and trailers and stuff like that. The content, brutal. The SEO, terrible. The fact alone that some of them had a website seemed to be the exception instead of the actual rule. And that's a sad, sad thing. So I talked to this dude and I'm like, show me your website. He fires it up and it wasn't even his. It was through like some Yellow Pages or some whatever website. So it was like blottyblottybigcompany.com/ this guy's crappy company. I'm like, dude, how many people do you have coming in, checking out on the Googly, and coming across your website? I don't know. How many jobs are you getting? I don't know. All the jobs that you do get, do you know where the people are coming from? I don't know. So I said, I'll tell you what, how long you been in business? He's like, almost 8 years, huh? I'm like, okay. 8 years ago, you started this business because you're good at painting and drywall, right? Yeah. All right. So 8 years ago, did you believe that right now, today, this is where you would be? That's why you started your business, to be in this struggling position that you're at now? It's like, no, that's not what the plan was. Tell me what the plan was. The plan was to have employees, trucks, so he could have some more freedom with his family, make some more money than if he was just slapping mud and rolling paint with other people for the business, right? It's a typical story, right? Rinse, repeat. Everybody's got this story. Except for some successful businesses actually make it at their 8-year point where they want to be. So I said, dude, I'm going to help you. First step, we're going to get ourselves a real website, right? Boom, 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 boom. It's a little painful that I have to recommend that, but it's the way that this industry is. So here we go. Real website. I talked to this guy and I'm like, hey man, tell me about this website. You know, and he's like, oh, I can't invest thousands of dollars in a website. No. You don't need to invest thousands of dollars in a website. I'm certain that there are companies out there that would recommend that, hey, it's going to take 10 grand to make some website the drywall people are going to be wanting to see. But likely it's not the case. In fact, I would err on the side of less than $1,000. I might even throw it at $500. I bet for $500 you could find some dude to throw together some WordPress website or some website that is miles ahead of your competition, mainly because your competition is so terrible. This is like running a marathon, right? With all 350-pound people, and you're the one guy that's 275. You can beat them, right? You got the technology. It won't take much. So, real website, step 1. Step 2, we're going to figure out somebody, somehow, some way to answer his phone. Because presumably, when people come across, they're like drywall, whatever the location is, they're going to find this guy's real website, and compared to everybody else, holy cow, this guy's tip top. This guy's the best. This is like, we just found Buddha, the mountain, Jesus, whatever. We found the pinnacle, the zenith, the best drywall guy we could ever possibly come across because everybody else is so terrible. So, you're going to need somebody to answer your phone. Because the last thing you want is to do this, get your real website going. People are like, hey man, I found your website, I'm going to give you a ring, jingle jingle, and you don't answer your phone. Or maybe you do answer your phone, but it's your cell phone, you're on the step ladder, 2 stories up, slapping mud on some drywall. Yeah, hey, I can schedule you. Let me get back to my truck, right? No. We're stepping up our game with professionalism, and the way that we're going to do that is by getting a real website, answering our phone. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to get organized. Let's do it. Show me your calendar. Calendar? What calendar? I just got this little notebook thing. Like it's, you know, we're in the 21st century here. Do you have a smartphone or anything like that? Yeah, it's all beat up, dusty, whatever. All right, cool. Doesn't matter if it's beat up. Does it have a calendar? Yeah, I never use it though. Well, how do you know where you're supposed to be with jobs and stuff like that? Hey man, it's right up here. Okay, well let's just say up here you get hit by a bus. What happens to your employees and stuff like that? It's like, well, I only got a couple and I just tell them where to go. So I'm like, okay, you got to do me a favor. Forget you for just 1 second. These people are relying on a paycheck from you, right? They're expecting that you're going to bring in some business, you're going to bring in that money so that you can give them a paycheck. In order to do that, they have to know where to go, what to do, when to do it, how to do it, all that jazz. It's all up to you. So if you get hit by a bus, they have a problem, they're out of a job. And it turns out that there are quite a few buses rolling around, and every once in a while, they hit someone. So you can't control that, you just got to be aware of it, see what you can do to keep these people employed, right? So you got a good gig, regardless of all the stuff that you haven't done. You've survived 8 years, you got a couple employees, you're bringing in some jobs, but we can do better. Let's just take, right, all the energy and the power and the focus that you stuck into this business, right? Because you're good at what you do. Let's just focus that. And let's just say that we multiply it, right? Times like 0.2 or 0.5 or 3, whatever. By throwing together this stuff, you are leaps and bounds of everybody else. Leaps and bounds. Now, you get all these 3 of these things done, then maybe we've got to check out some videos. Get your employees to step up to customer service, right? You want people to recommend you. And I don't know about you, but some of the construction guys, the drywall guys, the painter guys that I've talked to, some are cool, some are decent, some scare me. I think that a van just pulled up under a bridge and said, hey, anybody know how to use a paintbrush? And people are just like, yeah, I want to eat. And they just fired in the van, came straight to my house, and they did some painting. Good or bad, the customer service was a little lacking. So I'd recommend, hey, step up your game. You got some people here, more people that are going to find you. Answering your phone, you're professional, you're organized, ooh, this is looking good, and you got great technicians, great people slapping up mud, throwing up paint. I don't know why anyone would use any other company besides yours, because one, they can find you above and beyond anybody else. So it's just a recommendation, it's a suggestion. I said roll with this, right? What is this really going to cost you? A few $100 over the course of, let's call it over the course of 6 months. You're going to stick a few grand in this, right? A few $1,000s. And tell me, on a job that's like a house or something like that, full remodel job, let's say new house, let's say apartment building or something like that. How many of those are you going to need to justify the expense in this? He's like, oh man, one apartment building, I'm more than take care of that. All right, well let's just say, is it a likely scenario that if you can get found on a website, you actually answer your phone and get scheduled, you're organized when you show up so you can keep your time down, and your techs are tip-top, have great customer service, is it likely that you'll get more jobs? I don't know how anyone could say no to that. So, this is James, this is Drywall Customers, recommending free drywall and painter guys. Step up your game. It's cruel to the world what you're doing to us right now, not having any websites, being hard to find, and not answering your phone. So forget about all this other stuff, right? Get your website, get your phone answered, get organized, get tip-top customer service, and boy oh boy, that world, it's going to be a better place. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got something from it to grow your business. If you'd like, Drywall Customers is offering a free 5-day video course to grow your revenues by over 20%, as well as reduce your workload by 20 hours per week. Simply click the link below or visit drawincustomers.com, because the art of good business is taking great action.